Hello, squatties. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys can hear me. Oh, give me a thumbs up or show me some flowers, some roses to let me know that you can hear me. I hope you guys are doing well this lovely Saturday. Hey, squatties, how you guys doing? Prince Harry and Meghan fans are in the house, aren't we? Oh, we're going to give people a little bit more time to come on in so they can join our family chat that we're about to have. So if you need to, go ahead and, get your adult beverage, get you some food to eat, whatever you need to do to get comfy, to get ready, because we're going to have a family chat. We're going to have a family chat because, and when I say family chat, I mean, a Sussex squad family chat. Family members only. Family members only. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and look into the chat. Make sure that you send me some flowers, some roses, a thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me, because you know how things be, how things do. Where I live, there's bad weather that's coming. It's been off and on, but right now it's hot. It's hot as hell right now. You probably see how I'm sweating. You know what I'm saying? I'm sweating because it's hot. But I'm looking outside right now, and I mean, the sun was out earlier, but now it's like doom and gloom. As a matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and turn my air down, actually. I'll be right back. Go ahead, get you an adult beverage, get you some food, because, we're going to have a long family chat. This is going to be like a long podcast, because we just going to talk, and talk some more. Okay? So, because there's a lot to talk about, and I have time today. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn down my air because it's getting hot in my house. So while I do that, go ahead, get you some food, get your adult beverage, do what you need to do to get nice and comfy while other people trickle on in, while other squatties, Sussex squatties, OGs, okay, die hard Sussex squad, okay, come on into the chat. Be right back. All right, see, told you it wouldn't take me that long. Because I want to get comfortable. I do. I want to get comfortable, okay? Because we have a lot to talk about tonight, and we're gonna have some fun. So we got to be comfortable. We got to be relaxed when we talk about our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, right? Okay, looking into the chat. Looks like Miss Viv is here. Hi, Miss Viv. It's good to see you. Robin, good to see you. I try to give people shout outs, especially when I recognize the username, especially the usernames that have been around for years. Let's see. Compton Cali gal, welcome, welcome. Black Queen, how are you doing? Black Queen is my queen. Black Queen is a real queen, okay? Queening all the time. Miss Lydia, another queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Miss Joy, it's good to see you. Anita, Robert. Okay, that's a username I'm not used to seeing before. So, Robert, welcome. Anita, welcome. I'm going to spell it. I'm going to spell your username, okay? UKOBSA. I believe I've seen it before. Seen your username before. Welcome to the chat. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Welcome to Meghan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast. Welcome to my channel. This channel, of course, is dedicated to our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. And we are a pro channel, obviously, of course. We are ride or die, 247, diehard fanatical fans. We do not do both sides. There are no fence riders here, none. This channel, it's been around for a minute. I put out videos when I can, when time permits for me. But here we are diehard fans. We are OGs here. And, we don't fence ride here. We don't like monarchists. We can't stand royal reporters. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, I need a drink. We really can't stand royal reporters, royal commentators. Oh, we do not like them people. We don't like the other royals, them people over there in the UK. We don't like them. We don't like Wank. We don't like Princess Wiglet. Shout out to Princess Wiglet. This is what I have on my head today is in honor of her. Woo. Fred and Gladys. We don't like them people. We don't even like Uncle Weirdo Edward and Sophie Surly Sophie Fiesta. We don't like, oh my God, we can't stand that nasty nonce Prince Andrew. Fergie Ferg! Shout out to Fergie Ferg. Right? Shout out to Fergie Ferg. I'm going to save that for later. Okay. But that's my spiel about this channel. And when we have live podcasts, and I'm talking to the people who've never listened to a live podcast before, the people who've never been on this channel, when we have a live podcast, it's entitled Sussex Talk. And we have a family chat among the Sussex squad, among squatties, among real squatties, okay? True to the game squatties, okay? The real squatties, okay? That's who is a part of this chat, okay? So there you go. So again, welcome everybody. And I'm your host, Special K Thoughts. You can call me Special K or you can call me Special K Thoughts, okay? All right, so here we go. My goodness, squatties. Wow, like our faves, right? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan, they are doing a lot, aren't they? They are doing so much positive things. And, we're not surprised, right? We're not surprised by this. No, we're not surprised. This is not a surprise to us, right? How much Prince Harry and Meghan are doing in regards to servicing not only the community that they live in, but the outside communities, right? And servicing, providing service globally. And, it's nothing new to them. It's nothing new to Prince Harry. He's been doing that. He's been doing this, that. You can do this, that. His whole life, right? His whole life. Like he said, he was born into a life of service. But not just just being a Patreon and things of that nature, but service as well in regards to serving his country. Being in the military. Prince Harry, I think sometimes it gets lost, but Prince Harry served in Afghanistan twice. 2 times. Okay, he didn't have to do that. He didn't, but he did it. So, this is nothing new to him. And of course, our girl, our favorite Duchess, right? Our favorite biracial Black American Duchess. She's been doing this ever since she was a child, right? Providing service, serving meals as a little girl on Skid Row in LA, okay? Traveling globally with her mother as a little girl. Participating in service in different countries. So it's definitely nothing new to Meghan to be living a life of service as well. So, do we have trolls in the house? You gotta love the trolls. If there are any moderators that are in the chat, please go ahead and block whatever trolls. Trolls are very interesting people. I don't understand trolls. I really honestly don't. I guess because I have a life. Could that be why I do not understand trolls? Because I have a life. I guarantee you, there is nobody in the Sussex squad that pays attention to any of those hate channels. I guarantee you, there's nobody in the Sussex squad that is in a chat of a hate channel. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Anyway, and when I say hate channel, I'm talking about all the hate, and they will say that they're not hate channels, that they're entitled to their opinions. And what I'm talking about are all of the hate targeted channels that are about Meghan Sussex. And they will say that they don't hate her. They'll just say that they have a strong disdain for her. I mean, which could be true, But at the end of the day, it's like, I think you're confused, boo, because there's no way that you have a strong disdain for somebody, but yet you pay attention to them 24/7. To me, that makes no sense. That's not healthy, right? That's not healthy for the heart. That's not healthy for the mind. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. If there is a troll in the chat, just please block them as soon as you can. All right, guys. So like I was saying, Prince Harry and Meghan, they live a life of service. And these past weeks, I mean, September has been a very busy month for them, right? And news that just came out not too long ago, October is going to be a very busy month for them as well, right? But September, which is Prince Harry's birthday month, and again, happy belated birthday to our favorite prince, Prince Harry. September has been a very busy month for him. And, we've already talked about his trip to the UK and all of the things that he did in the UK. And not only did he visit the charities that he's Patreon of, but he donated money to some of those charities as well, which was awesome. But let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm going to go on my laptop here. Let's see if it'll turn on. There it goes. Oops. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go on my X page. And those of you who've just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sussex Talk. And I'm your host, Special K Thoughts. And we're talking about our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, and if you want to subscribe to this channel, go ahead. Go ahead. Subscribe. All right. So first, I want to talk about Prince Harry. Okay. My God, I love me some Prince Harry. Okay. I love this man. I loved Prince Harry before he met Meghan, just like I loved Meghan before she met Prince Harry. But Prince Harry, Princess Diana's son. Okay. Scintillabaile. I haven't really talked much about Scintillabaile on this channel because it's just horrific what's happened with that charity, right? We all know that Prince Harry, he founded Scintillabaile with Prince, I don't know how to say his name, but he co-founded Scintillabaile with I don't know how to say his name, and I don't want to disrespect his name, but Prince Harry co-founded Scintillabaile, and Scintillabaile was co-founded based on both of the princesses' mother's memory, right? And it's just sad what happened to that charity. That charity provided a lot of services to children and families that were HIV positive or that had AIDS. And Prince Harry founded that charity when he was 19 years old during his gap year. And it's just sad that there was a harsh, brutal, hostile takeover of that charity. And since that takeover, I mean, Scintillabaile has gone down, right? A lot of people have lost their jobs. There are a lot of families and children who aren't getting the services that they need. And it's just very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate, because the person that took it over seriously and honestly didn't give a damn about the children and families of South Africa that was getting those services. They didn't give a damn about those families. They didn't give a damn about those children. They didn't give a damn about the employees of Scintillabaile. They didn't. And it's just sad. It's very unfortunate that what happened. But after the whole hostile takeover and everything, Prince Harry said that he vowed that he would find other ways to provide services to the children and families in South Africa that were HIV positive or had AIDS. He said he'll find other alternative ways to ensure that people in South Africa get those services. Well, Prince Harry is coming through. I know you guys heard the news, and I was just so happy when I heard this news. I was like, yes, yes, yes. I knew that something like this was eventually going to happen. Right. I knew it, and I know you guys knew it. But Prince Harry, he has, news came out, right, earlier this week, that Prince Harry, and it's not Prince Harry, really, it's the Archewell Foundation. Shout out to the Archewell Foundation, right? But the Archewell Foundation has partnered. Okay. The Archewell Foundation has partnered with UNAIDS Global. And I am just so happy. So Archewell Foundation has partnered with UNAIDS Global, and they have partnered with Charleize Theron's charity that provides a lot of services to children and family in South Africa as well. And they have partnered together, and they are going to financially provide services to the children and families in South Africa that are dealing with AIDS, HIV. And I don't believe it's just targeted in South Africa. I believe it's targeted in Africa, period. Right. So, again, when I heard that news, I was so it was like a sigh of relief for me, because I know that Prince Harry was really hurt about the whole Sintabali fiasco, the hostile takeover. I know that he was hurt by that. I know that the other prince, I want to say Prince, is it Say So? Let me look into the chat. I believe he spells it, it's Prince Seecio. I'm looking into the chat to see if you guys have the other prince's name. Oh yeah, please get that. Oh, you know what? I did not set the settings. That's why there's trolls in the house. I didn't set the settings. My God, they jump on that, right? If you don't set the settings for the chat, boy, geez, you trolls need to get a life. They're like, oh, I hit the jackpot. She didn't set the settings. All right, so those of you who are just joining us, we're talking about the Archewell Foundation and how they have partnered with UNAIDS Global, and they've partnered with Charleize Theron's foundation. And those of you who do not know who Charleize Theron is, I don't even know if I'm saying her last name right, but she's an awesome actress. She's from South Africa, and she's a great actress. She is. I got to give it to her. She's a great actress. Did you guys see the movie Monster? Oh my God. But I'm gonna look it up on my, see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Okay, so like I was saying, Archewell Foundation has partnered with UNAIDS, right? And they've also partnered with Charleize Theron's charity. And the name of her charity is Africa Outreach Project. And what these three charities will do is that they will financially support children and families in Africa that have been affected by HIV or AIDS. So awesome for Prince Harry. I'm happy for him. And he vowed, he said it. He said he will find other alternative ways to help the children and families in South Africa who have been affected by HIV and or AIDS, after the huge hostile takeover of Sintabali. And again, my heart goes out to the employees of Sintabali and the many children and families that were getting services from Sintabali who were no longer getting services from Sintabali. Well, you know what? Now, they can, get services from, UNAIDS or Africa Outreach Project. To have Prince Harry's face front and center, I'm pretty sure that these two organizations that Archewell has now partnered with will get more global exposure. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Those of you in the chat, I hope you guys are just as happy as I am about this partnership. Those of you who are listening, I hope that you're just as happy as I am about this partnership. Success Squad, you guys know how we do. You know how we do. Sooner or later there's going to be a fundraise, right? We're going to be fundraising sooner or later, right? I know that you know that I know that you know that I definitely know that you know that we're going to fundraise soon. We always look for an excuse to fundraise, right? We always look for an excuse to put our hands in our pockets and make it rain on these charities that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex support. Okay, we are a reflection of our faves. We are. Many of us in the Success Squad have careers of service. Okay, many of us do. A lot of people in the Success Squad are in the military. A lot of people in the Success Squad are veterans. I'm gonna say that first because I'm a veteran. So I'm gonna pump the military first, right? But a lot of people in Success Squad are in law enforcement. A lot of people in Success Squad, are teachers, are professors. A lot of people in the Success Squad work in social services. A lot of people in the Success Squad are in the medical field. A lot of people in the Success Squad are business owners. There are people in the Success Squad that run their own nonprofit organizations. Okay, you got people in the Success Squad who are in the press. Right? They just think that a lot of us are a bunch of angry Black women that are uneducated. Well, we all know that's not true. And they know that's not true, too. They know. They know. They know. But anyway, very, very happy that Archewell Foundation has partnered up with UNAIDS and Charleize Theron's nonprofit organization, which is titled Africa Outreach Project. I'm pretty sure when this news dropped, there were probably some people who were like, ooh, dang it. Oh my God. Oh, he's already found another charity that he can support that will offer financial support to children and families in South Africa and Africa as well. That there were some people who weren't happy about the news, right? Come on now. I know that you know that I know that you know that there were some people who weren't happy about the news that dropped, that Archewell Foundation has partnered with UNAIDS and the Africa Outreach Project to provide services in Africa, South Africa, to those families that are infected by HIV/AIDS. I know that you know that I know that you know that there were people that weren't happy about it. See, the thing about Prince Harry and just people in general, right? Just let's take Prince Harry and Meghan out of it, okay? Let's just talk about human beings, okay? Me, you, everybody who's listening, everybody who's in the chat, people who live a life of service, okay? People who seriously live a life of service. It's in their heart. It's in their DNA, right? It's in their blood. You can't keep people like us down. You can't. Okay? You can't. Because it's in our blood and it's in our DNA. Okay? We're going to find other ways to help people. Okay? I mean, Prince Harry could have easily been like, you know what? I had a good run. Hell, I co-founded Cintabale at age 19. I'm 40 years old. I had a good run, you know, over 20 years of providing services to people, you know, to those children and families in South Africa. You know, maybe it's time to let it go and just move on. He could have easily done that, but he didn't. He didn't. He said, you know what? I'll just find other alternative ways. And that's exactly what he did. And that's what people do who truly and genuinely live a life of service. That's what people do when it's in their bones and their DNA. Okay? That's the difference between someone who's being genuine and someone who's performative. Just saying. All right, guys. How are you guys doing? If you're just now joining us, this is a live podcast of Sussex Talk. I am your host, Special K Thoughts. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And everybody, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. All right. So like I was saying, you guys know how we do. You guys know we're going to be fundraising. You guys know we're going to be fundraising, right? Let me go ahead and look into the chat. Hey, Miss Kathy, how are you? It's good to see you. Yes, Miss Viv, you're right. That ad that they produced, making that huge announcement that Archewell Foundation has partnered, you know, with UNAIDS and Africa Outreach Project. That was a nice ad. And to see Magic Johnson in that ad was awesome. It really, really was. Magic Johnson, my God. Remember when the news broke out about him? He was like he was the first big time famous person to come out and announce that he was HIV positive. You know, and I mean, I remember that, you know, and I mean, that was huge news. Like, that really, really brought, at least here in America, AIDS and HIV, you know, up to the forefront. That's when everybody was like, whoa, you know, this is real. Magic Johnson is a heterosexual black man, and he has HIV. You know, I remember when Eazy-E died, and you know, they said he had HIV or he had AIDS, or died from complications of HIV, and I mean, that rocked the hip hop world. So yes, I absolutely agree. The announcement was phenomenal. Um, I'm pretty sure on their X page that they have a lot of followers now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the Success Squad and just people in general now are following UNAIDS and Africa Outreach Project X pages now. And like I said, you guys know sooner or later we're gonna be fundraising for them. So awesome. Hi, Dolores Williams, Mrs. Clutch Sussex. Hello, how you doing? All right, looking in the chat. Hello, Rebecca. All right, I love reading in the chat. I love seeing you guys give each other love. I love seeing you guys, socialize and talking to each other. It's awesome. Because like I said, um, Sussex Talk, it's a live podcast of us having a Success Squad family chat. So it's great to see the camaraderie in the chat. I think it's great. All right, so guys, moving on. I'm gonna get my laptop here. Let's see. All right, so more news about our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and we're continuing on the theme, right? We're continuing on the theme of living a life of service. Okay, living a life of service and being genuine about living a life of service. Like I think I was saying earlier, many people in the Success Squad fandom live a life of service. Many people in the Success Squad, our careers are, careers of service. Okay. So we know, right? It's like we know when people are fake when it comes to living a life of service. We know when people are fake when they're quote unquote showing up to do good, right? We can call it out in a heartbeat. We know the difference between being genuine about living a life of service and being performative about living a life of service. And we know. We know. So continuing on the theme of living a life of service, news came out this week, and I know you guys, we were all happy when we heard this news in regards to Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. Okay, so news came out, I believe, yesterday or the day before yesterday, that Prince Harry and Meghan will accept the Humanitarians of the Year award from Project Healthy Minds in New York City on October 9th. Wow, a day after my birthday. Man, I wish this news came out earlier because I'm telling you, I would be in New York City celebrating my birthday. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. If this news had come out like 2 weeks earlier, oh, you best believe I would have bought my plane ticket and I would be in New York. I would have been in New York City celebrating my birthday. I got some fam in New York. And then October 9th, oh yeah, I would have been looking for Harry and Meghan. Y'all would have saw me get hemmed up. I probably would have been hemmed up. They'd be like, I'm security. Go get that short black female over there. She's stalking us. And I would have been hemmed up, and y'all would have had to fundraise to get some bail money to give me out of jail. Sometimes I make myself laugh. But anyway. Oh my gosh. So The announcement goes on to say, the couple's Archewell Foundation, Archewell doing big things. Okay. The couple's Archewell Foundation has launched initiatives such as the Parents Network, aimed at protecting families and children from online harm. Okay, that's one of the reasons why Prince Harry and Meghan are getting this Humanitarians of the Year award from Project Healthy Minds. Okay, guys, people, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of nonprofit organizations that do a lot of good, right? And that should be recognized for what they are actually doing, But, Project Healthy Minds, they're not going to just give Harry and Meghan this award or recognize the work that they do if the work that Prince Harry and Meghan do, their Archewell Foundation does, wasn't impactful. Right? It's obvious that the work that they do, the initiatives that they launch with their Archewell Foundation, has a huge positive impact. The Parents Network, for those of you who do not know what the Parents Network is, okay, it's something that I hope and I pray every day that I never want to be a part of, right? Because I have a teenager who's always on social media. This is my teenage son. Oops. Okay. But anyway, it's an initiative that I never want to be a part of, right? But the Parents Network, it's parents that get together, and it's a group of parents that get together who have lost their children due to online harm in regards to social media. Okay. And it's sad. It's so sad that parents have lost their children due to online harm. It's so sad, that a young person, took their life because they were experiencing some type of traumatic online harm that put them in such a dangerously low self-harm state that caused them so much pain that they no longer wanted to be here. That's sad. That's horrible. That's horrific. But that's what the Parents Network is all about. And of course, it's not just about parents getting together, but it's also about providing information to parents that have children who are on social media. They're providing parents information on how to better educate themselves and monitor their children who are on social media. Better educate themselves about social media and the dangers of social media, and just the online hate and negativity that their children are exposed to. It's a really, really, really good initiative. It really, really is. And it's great to see that it's gained a lot of exposure, and people are recognizing it and realizing and understanding how important the Parents Network is, and how important the work that they do is. Right. So, again, I don't believe in my heart of hearts that the Project Healthy Minds organization would be bestowing Prince Harry and Meghan this Humanitarian of the Year award if the Parents Network wasn't doing great work and seriously helping people. Because that's what it's all about, right, guys? That's what living a life of service is all about. You want to have impactful, positive change. That's what it's all about. And that's what the Archewell Foundation is doing. Let's keep in mind, the Archewell Foundation is still fairly a new foundation. It is. It's what, barely 5 years old? Right. They love to compare the finances of the Archewell Foundation to the World Foundation, right? They love to do that. But my God, the World Foundation has been along how long? And the World Foundation has a 1,000-year-old powerful institution that's backing it up, right? Prince Harry and Meghan, they are their own separate entity that has started the Archewell Foundation. They're doing this from the ground up on their own. And look how much work that they've already done. Look how much work the Archewell Foundation has done already. And it's only been around for 5 years, guys. That's it, 5 years. Now, my birthday's October 8th. Sorry, I veered off to the left. I was looking at the chat. But the Archewell Foundation has only been around for 5 years. And look at all of the great, wonderful, impactful, positive, life-changing work that it's already done. Okay, the Parents Network Initiative. It's only been around 5 years. And look at the initiatives that it's already started. Right? So, anyway, more things to come with Archewell Foundation. But I just want us to realize and really just sit and marinate in the fact of how much work, positive work, that the Archewell Foundation has done. I want us to marinate in that. I want us to acknowledge that. I want us to be like, whoa. They are really out here stunting. They're really out here doing some great work. And the Archewell Foundation has only been around 5 years. Okay. While it's took Princess Wiglet what, 12 years, 13 years to come up with her 5 questions in regards to early childhood studies. I mean, I really didn't have to go there, but I went there. So, keeping along this story, October 9th, Prince Harry and Meghan, they will be honored, right? They're going to be honored in New York City, right? October 9th. They're going to be given the Humanitarians of the Year award. And then October 10th, they will participate in the World Mental Health Day Festival, where they will co-produce conversations and showcase the Lost Screen Memorial. Huge, 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 huge. They're doing big things, people, doing big things. Squatties in the chat, those of you who are listening, I know you guys already know. that the Archewell Foundation is doing huge things. But there might be some people who are listening who just aren't aware. And if you're listening and you're not aware, take your ass to Sussex.com. Okay? Sussex.com. So you can look up all of the great, wonderful things that the Archewell Foundation has done since 2020. Okay. I mean, there's a lot. I dare not even try to venture off and try to remember everything that they've done, but they have done a lot. They really, really honestly have. And they're being recognized for it. But I'm looking forward to, I really honestly am. I am looking forward to the World Mental Health Day Festival when they're going to co-produce conversations and showcase the Lost Screen Memorial. Okay, so basically I'm sure they're going to be on a panel, and they are going to, have some really deep, thoughtful, meaningful, impactful conversations with panel guests. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Sounds like to me they're going to be moderators, right? So that's going to be great. The last time the Archewell Foundation co-hosted World Mental Health Day, it was an awesome success, right? They did it with Carson Daly from MTV. Remember Carson Daly in his MTV days? Oh, looks like we got a donation. Let's see if I press it, will it let me do it? Let's see. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kevon Slims. Thank you for the donation. And Kevon says, Willie and Kate will always live in Harry and Meghan's shadow, even when those stolen crowns are places on their heads. Preach! Preach, Kevon. Preach. Preach. And again, thank you for the donation. I love that. Wow. I love that, seriously. That's what I mean by performative, right? That's exactly what I mean by performative. Harry and Meghan, they don't care about no crowns. They don't care about no tiaras. Right. They're getting to the point to where they really want to put the name Archewell Foundation as the forefront, right? Invictus Games Foundation as the forefront, right? That's what they represent. They represent Invictus Games Foundation. They represent Archewell Foundation, right? They represent Travelist, right? That's what they're, that's what they want people to focus on, okay? Them other people, they want you to focus on royal. It's got to be royal, right? They want you to focus on the individual royals. Prince William, it's all about Prince William doing this homeless initiative, right? It's all about Prince William and his Earthshot. I think that's what it's called, Earthshot, right? I guarantee you the majority of them other royals charities or the mother royals charities that they are Patreons of, excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied here. I guarantee you that probably 90% of the so-called William and Kate fans, right, couldn't name you one charity that William and Kate are Patreons of, is what I'm trying to say. But Success Squad right? Harry and Meghan fans. Oh, trust me, we can tell you. We can tell you from the jump, right? The names of the charities that Prince Harry and Meghan are Patreons of. We can let you know in 10 seconds. We can name you 3, 4, 5. Just like that. We can. But I guarantee you, quote unquote fans of wank, wank, whoever came up with wank, cheers to you. It's so funny. Baldy locks. They're just pet names. They just pet names. Right? They're just pet names. But anyway, like Princess Anne, right? I heard that, you hear all the time that Princess Anne is this hard worker. She's a hard worker. You grinded in the royal paint, right? Out there, visiting all of these charities and stuff. Can anybody seriously name me one charity that Princess Anne is patron of? Let me look in the chat. I feel like playing that Jeopardy music. Name me one charity that Princess Anne is patron of. Ran out of time. And I'm pretty sure that she works hard. But seriously though, that's why they want Prince Harry to come back. But anyway, back to the New York City trip. I can't wait. So anyway, see, I lost concentration here. Back to when Archewell Foundation co-hosted World Mental Health Day with Carson Daly. Do you guys remember Carson Daly back in his MTV days? Remember that? I used to watch Carson Daly on MTV when I had time. But Carson Daly, he's had nothing but great positive things to say about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I mean, he says it with his whole chest that they're great, wonderful people, But the last time the Archewell Foundation co-hosted World Mental Health Day, I mean, it was a huge success, and they had some big time dignitaries there. I mean, they had the second dude, right? Vice President Kamala Harris's husband was there. Okay? He was there. The Surgeon General was there. So, and I did not know, but somebody brought it to my attention. I did not know that David, I think it's Axel, was there. I didn't know that. Okay, those of you who don't know who David, I think his name was David Axel there. He was big time political pundit. Has worked in politics for decades, but he was Barack Obama's right hand man, right? He really, I think he was Barack Obama's advisor, and
he definitely helped Barack Obama get elected the first time and second time. But he's often on CNN and other news outlets giving commentary. He's a political commentator, but he was there. Okay, those guys are not there just because of crowns and tiaras. They're there because they really believe that the Archewell Foundation is doing good work, good, credible work. Okay. Um, but yeah, I didn't realize it that VP's husband was actually there. Like, how did I miss that? I thought I was on top of Meghan and Harry news. I got to do better. I'm disappointed in myself. All right. So again, Archewell Foundation doing big things. Um, the Archewell Foundation, they are going to get the Humanitarians of the Year award, and one of the reasons why they're getting this award because of their initiative, the Parents Network. And then on October 10th, which is the very next day, Prince Harry and Meghan on World Mental Health Day, they will co-produce conversations and showcase the Lost Screen Memorial. So that's going to be awesome. I know we're all going to be watching that, looking forward to that, because Harry and Meghan, they have very what's the word I'm looking for? When they host panels, the conversations are very deep with depth, right? The conversations, they're deep conversations. They're conversations that have depth, but they're very informative conversations that they have with people, and I love it. They're great moderators. They really, really are. All right. All right. So, Prince Harry, we're still talking about our favorite prince, right? I'm pretty sure you guys heard the news, right, about Prince Harry. I mean, he's still donating money. He's still putting his money where his mouth is, right? Let me pull it up. But he's still putting his money where his mouth is. Let's see. I'm looking at my laptop for those of you who are wondering what am I doing. So news came out, and it's not just Prince Harry, my bad, but it's Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, right? So the Duke and Duchess of Sussex donated $150,000 to the Imperial College London's Century. Excuse me. Ooh. Let me read that again. So, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex donated $150,000 to the Imperial College of London's Century for Injury Studies to develop prosthesis for children injured in conflicts like those in Ukraine and Gaza. That was just awesome news to hear. Okay, again, they're putting their money where their mouth is. The service that they are providing is not performative. It's genuine and it's real. It's very, very impactful. Love hearing that news. Loved it. For children that have been injured in conflicts like those in Ukraine and Gaza. We all know that there have been plenty of children who have suffered so much in Ukraine and in Gaza, and who've lost their families, who've lost their homes, who've lost their livelihood. They can't go to school. A lot of them have physically been injured. They lost limbs. So it's great to see that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are putting the money where their mouth is, and they're donating to help more children get prosthetics that they need. So that's great. That's awesome news. And again, show up, do good. Service is universal, right? Okay, so I wanted to go back and just read real quick. I meant to read it earlier, but I got sidetracked. You guys know how I do. But in regards to Prince Harry and Meghan, Archewell Foundation getting the Humanitarians of the Year award. The founder of Project Healthy Minds, he released a statement. And his statement says, we are deeply grateful for their philanthropy and advocacy for a cause that is at the very heart of our mission. Okay. Project Healthy Minds founder and CEO, Philip, I want to say Shermer. Okay. So that was the CEO of Project Healthy Minds. And that's the organization that is going to be presenting the Archewell Foundation the honor of Humanitarians of the Year award. Okay. From the horse's mouth, the CEO of Project Healthy Minds, founder and CEO. Okay. And I love his statement. I love his statement. We are deeply grateful for their philanthropy and advocacy. Okay. Advocacy. Important words. Not only are they making it rain, but they're advocating. They're advocating for people that are vulnerable, for children and families that are in conflict, for children and families globally that would benefit from services. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Again, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber and you like what you're hearing so far, go ahead and subscribe. Okay. Thank you very much. We got another donation. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, Kevin, another donation. Well, thank you so much, sir. Let's see. So Kevin says a lot of the hate from H&M is from so-called royalists who wish Willie and Katie had the accolades, the charisma, and the talent, the attractiveness, and the shine Harry and Meghan obviously have. That is absolutely true. I mean, you nailed that. You know what's so sad about that situation? Jealousy ruins people. It seriously does. It ruins you, right? Don't be jealous, right? Like what Harry and Meghan are doing, right, should inspire Wank and Wiglet to do better. They should sit back and be like, you know what? Maybe we just need to step our game up. Right? Maybe we just need to step our game up. If people are responding to them in a positive way and they're getting all of this positive press, at least back in the day when they were, as the heir and the future king and queen, maybe we just need to step our game up. Look at what we're doing, and we need to reassess. But no, they won't do that because it's been
planted in Prince William's head that you are the heir, therefore, no matter what, you are better. And we're going to ensure that you are better. We're going to ensure that the public sees you as better than, by any means necessary. If it means putting our foot on your brother's neck, even if it means putting your brother and his wife and his children in harm's way, so be it. So be it. It's just sad that they didn't find a way to embrace Prince Harry and Meghan's star power. But no, they wanted to stifle it. They wanted to smother it. They wanted to pour water on it. They wanted to get rid of it. They wanted to cancel it. It's too bad. Oh well. It's too bad because look what's happening. Look what's happening now. No matter how hard they try to silence those two, no matter how hard they try to get those two canceled, no matter how hard they try to make everybody in the world hate them, no matter how hard they try to get dignitaries and other famous people to not work with them, it's not working. People are still gravitating towards them. Organizations, other nonprofit organizations still want to work with them, right? And no matter what those two do, they get global attention. The hate campaign is not working, and it's never going to work. It's not. For some reason, they think that the UK is the world, right? And they tend to forget. I mean, you this little. You know what I'm saying? Like, California is bigger than the United Kingdom, right? California is bigger. It's bigger than the United Kingdom. And I'm sorry, but Harry and Meghan, they got it. They got it. They got that it factor that no matter what William and Wiglet do, they can't dampen their shine. They can't dampen their star power. They just can't. People who claim they can't stand Harry and Meghan still pay attention to them. They still pay attention to them, which is bananas to me. Because they're closet fans. They can't help it. They're closet fans. They can't help themselves. It's like Harry and Meghan. You know, it's funny. People who can't stand them have notifications on them. Isn't that wild? That is so wild to me. But anyway, again, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And those of you who are listening, if you want to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And everybody, please hit the thumbs up button as well. All right. So I know you guys heard the news, right? I'm pretty sure you guys heard. Confessions of a female founder. Now, Meghan already said, right? Meghan made it clear that she was no longer going to do the podcast, that she wanted to put all of her time and attention and really invest in her business as ever, which is smart, right? That's smart. Okay. However, Confessions of a Female Founder, it's been nominated. It's been nominated for an award, which is awesome. I'll go ahead and read it. So, Confessions of a Female Founder has been nominated for Signal Awards. Okay, and the category that it's been nominated in is business and culture. So awesome. It's my understanding that you actually have to go in there,
go on the Signal Awards, I believe, website, or there's a link to where you can vote. Now let's keep in mind, Archetypes won an award, right? I believe it won a People's Choice Award. Now, Archetypes was a really good podcast. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I enjoyed Archetypes more than I did Confessions of a Female Founder. I did. I thought Archetypes was good. I was, to be honest, I was a little disappointed that they didn't continue Archetypes. I thought Archetypes was really, really good. I did. I enjoyed those conversations with those women. I really did. I did. I miss Archetypes, and I'm sorry. I hope they bring it back. I do. I hope when Meghan really, has time, I hope she brings it back. I do. I miss Archetypes. But anyway, congratulations. Congratulations to Confessions of a Female Founder. It's been nominated for an award, a Signal award, and the category is business culture. Okay, awesome. Again, our faves, they're getting these awards, they're being nominated for awards. Again, when you show up and do good, people want to recognize your work. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. All right, so I know that I was on social media earlier today, right? And we all know, if you hear something in the background, that's my Yorkie. He's in his crate. He doesn't want to be in his crate. But like I was saying, I've been on social media. I'm always on social media. And, we all know, I think last week, a couple of weeks ago, Prince Harry was in the UK. And of course, he visited his daddy. Okay. He visited Corrupt Chuck. Okay. And we knew that when Prince Harry visited Corrupt Chuck, that all of these stories were going to come out by the British toilet trash press. All of these stories from these sources that know everything that happened, right, during this meeting that Prince Harry had with his daddy. We all knew that these stories were going to come out. And I'm not really surprised that these stories are coming out. I just think that it's sad that these stories are coming out, because it's like, at the end of the day, these people are human beings, right? This is a father and son. At the end of the day, this is a father and son. Okay? It's really none of our business what happened at this meeting between Prince Harry and his daddy. That's really none of our business. And I just think that it's so sad and freaking pathetic that these British trash ass tabloids are writing these made up stories about what happened between a father and son. I just think it's horrible. Now, I know that the naysayers would say, well, Special K, Prince Harry, he wrote Spa, and he wrote about private conversations between him and his father. But see, bitch, that's the difference. Prince Harry, it's coming from Prince Harry. He's saying it with his whole chest. He's front and center. Okay? These stories that are coming out by these rural sources, these people are invisible. We don't know who these people are. That's the difference. Prince Harry is front and center. He's letting it be known what the conversations were with his own mouth. Okay? He's not hiding behind a royal source. Okay? That's the difference. Okay? So anyway, like I was saying, you know, we knew that these stories were going to come out. All these different stories were going to come out after Prince Harry visited his daddy, corrupt Chuck. Okay? I think it's funny as hell, all these stories coming out about Wank. How upset and how furious Wank is that Prince Harry visited their dad. And didn't Maureen write a story? Maureen, aka Richard Eden, write a story saying that there are these forces that are trying to sabotage Wank's relationship with his dad. No, I'm sorry. That there are forces that are trying to undermine Wank and Wiglet. Like what forces? What forces? Like what? What the hell? What the hell are you talking about, Richard Eden? What forces? Wiglet and Wank don't work. What is you talking about? And he's not going to stand for it. What is your little punk ass going to do? It's like that guy is so unserious. It's like, seriously, Richard, what is your punk ass going to do? These forces are trying to sabotage Wank and Wiglet. What? And he's not going to stand for it. Like, seriously, what is your punk ass going to do? You ain't going to do shit. Wank and Wiglet sabotaging their own selves. They don't work. They don't do nothing. Come on now. Prince William is lazy as F. Okay. His dad is in his mid-70s, has cancer, and Prince William ain't doing shit. He's not doing a damn thing but taking numerous holidays. Prince William should be front and center. He should. Prince William should be picking up the monarchy and putting it on his back. And he should be out there way more than his father. He should. Or at least out there as much as his father is. He should, seriously. He knows his father is sickly. King Corrupt doesn't look good. He doesn't. He looks like a vampire, first of all. I know that's Harry's daddy. But, you know, he doesn't look good. I really believe that he's suffering. I do. I do. All that evilness he did to Princess Diana. I'll never forget. I think I said this before, right? I'll never forget when The Crown, the Princess Diana years, hit Netflix, and I had text my mom, and I was like, "Mom, are you watching The Crown season 5?" My mom immediately texts me back, "I hate Prince Charles, fuck him." I was like, And I think my mom was watching the scene where Prince Charles is yelling at Princess Diana about how unhappy he is and how he wants to be with Calcilla. Oh my God. But anyway, back to Wank and Wiglet. Ain't nobody trying to sabotage them people. They sabotaging themselves. Because number one, Wiglet is lying. Yes, I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it again. Wiglet is lying. Wiglet never had cancer. Wiglet never had cancer. No. The timeline, just pay attention to the timeline, okay? Christmas time, she was out in front and center. Everybody was having a good time. She was out there. Didn't they go to church together? Like, come on now. And then bam, all of a sudden, she had to go into the hospital for surgery, abdominal surgery. Right? First they said it was unplanned, then they said it was planned, and then when they said it was planned, and people was like, whoa, wait a minute, how is her abdominal surgery planned when she already had plans to make all of these other royal engagements? Then they was like, no, it was unplanned, and she gonna have abdominal surgery, and you know, she'll be at the hospital. And then it was like, okay, why is she in the hospital for 14 days for an abdominal surgery? Right? And they were like, oh, well, you know, we're not too sure, but we do know one thing for sure is that she does not have cancer. They made it clear that there was no cancer. She was having this abdominal surgery, but it had nothing to do with cancer. Prince Charles up in the hospital, them two in the hospital at the same damn time. You see Calcilla going to visit her husband every darn day. Okay? And she made sure we saw her ass, right? Calcilla made sure we saw her happy ass going to the hospital to see corrupt Chuck. Okay? We see Wank. Excuse me. We see Wank go to the hospital one time to see his wife. One time. One time. This girl died for 14 days. He sees her one time. And that one time, Rebecca English happened to bump into him. She gets out the hospital. There's no mention of cancer. Nothing. Right? She gets out the hospital, disappears. Disappears. Blink. Gone. Vanish. Vamoose. Abracadabra. Gone. Forgotten. Okay? Nowhere in sight. Start talking. Well, where's Kate? Is Kate okay? What's up with Kate? Right? Then the frenzy starts, right? The frenzy starts. The frenzy starts. People wondering where Kate at. Then bam, they release the photo. They release the fake photo. Okay. You guys know what I'm talking about. They released the fake ass photo of Kate with those kids, with her kids, with their kids. And it just went downhill from there, right? What did the AP do? What did the Associated Press do to that photo? They said it was a fake ass photo. And they put a what was it? A full stop. What was it called? You guys remember that? Then all of a sudden, she puts out that video saying that she had precancerous cells or something like that. I can't remember everything that she said. But they did the surgery, and after the surgery, I guess they tested some of the, parts that they removed from her abdomen, and it was precancerous cells that they found or something like that. So she was doing preventive cancer treatment. Now, many doctors here in the United States question that. Like, remember that doctor on CNN? He was like, that's one thing I love about us Americans. We will question you now. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. If we hear something that don't sound right, we will be like, Kate Middleton ain't done no charity work for no cancer nonprofit organization. She hasn't done no initiatives for any cancer nonprofit organizations or cancer research. None of that. Because she lying. She lying. But anyway, back to the stories that have been coming out. Richard Eden writing that lame ass story about there are forces that are trying to sabotage Wank and Wiglet, and he's not going to stand for it. It's like, bitch, please. We could stomp on your ass. Like, it's like, get a new suit. And then I heard Rebecca English wrote some story about bots. Whatever, Becky. Go bump into Wank again. And then, just these stories how Wank is so furious about Prince Harry and his dad having these meetings, and Prince William gets mad at the mention of Prince Harry's name and he storms out the room. It's like, I don't understand how come these people don't realize how ridiculous and petty that sounds. Like, this man is a future king. And he... Oh my God, they just make them look so petty. Nothing but drama coming out of that monarchy. That's all, just drama, drama, drama. And that's what I mean by their service is performative. It really, really is. Ain't nobody putting no spotlight on these charities that they're patrons of. Okay. But let me ring this in, because what time? Okay. So a recent story was written, I believe, by The Sun, that Prince Harry totally slammed, and he responded to the story. And the story was about the meeting with his daddy, and the perspective of the story was that Prince Harry felt like the meeting was, I guess you could say, more so like a business meeting, and he wasn't happy with it. And then the story, said that there was exchanging of gifts and pictures. Prince Harry gave his father a picture and all this stuff of him, Meghan, and the kids. So that story came out. I believe it was written by The Sun. Prince Harry responded, said that there are parts of the story were just absolutely fabricated, but he did verify that his dad was given a picture. However, him and Meghan were not in the picture. Me personally, I kind of feel like Prince Harry didn't need to respond. But he was coming from perspective of that there are people that are trying to sabotage me and my father, reconciling. our relationship, which is true. There are people that are trying to sabotage it. There are. And it's Wank. Wank is trying to sabotage that relationship. But Wank is not the only one. Okay, he's not the only one. Camilla wants to sabotage that relationship as well. Camilla wants no parts of Prince Harry. Okay, I would even say that Camilla is probably the one that got in contact with the son and briefed that story more so than Wank did. Yeah, Camilla is pissed off at Prince Harry for what he said about her and Spare. What did Prince Harry call Camilla in Spare? What was his nickname for her? Somebody let me know in the chat. What was Prince Harry's nickname for Camilla in Spare? I mean, he came for her in Spare. So I would not be surprised if she was the one that briefed the son. Now, again, like I said, I don't think Prince Harry needed to respond to that, but that's his decision. Prince Harry is going to do what Prince Harry going to do. Okay? If he feels like the record needs to be set straight, then he's going to set the record straight via his spokesperson. Okay? He's going to set the record straight, which he did. He did not give details about the meeting between him and his daddy, but he wanted to make it clear, obviously, that it was a good meeting between those two. It was a good personal meeting between a father and son. And yes, he did give his daddy a framed picture. However, him and Meghan were not in the picture. So more than likely, he probably gave his daddy a picture of the kids, which is fine. I mean, that's between Prince Harry and his daddy. That's between those two. As a fierce fan and supporter of Meghan, I still struggle a little bit with why Prince Harry wants to reconcile with his daddy. I struggle with that. We're family, right? We're having a family chat, right, amongst squatties. So, we all should be able to voice our opinions, right? And, these are my thoughts. And it causes me pause. Okay, it causes me pause when I hear Prince Harry say that he wants to reconcile with his family. It causes me pause. But then I'll have squatties come to me or email me or text message me and say, hey, remember, this man is trying to keep his family safe. Okay, I get it, but still, it still causes me pause. Just saying. But anyway, let me know in the chat who you think leaked that story, briefed that story. Okay. And another thing, Prince Harry told y'all, and y'all didn't want to believe it. I'm not talking about the Sussex Squad, because we've always known, right? But Prince Harry told y'all, all y'all naysayers out there, he been telling y'all that the palaces brief stories about him. These stories are coming from the royal staff in the different palaces: Kingston Palace, Buckingham Palace, Clarence House. Okay? I don't understand for the life of me why King Charles could not get his staff in line not to leak anything. If you really respect your king, you're working for this man, you are working for the crown, right? And if you really respect the crown, why would you call up some royal rodent reporter and brief a story like that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, there is a human part to this story. King Corrupt is in his mid 70s. He does have cancer. If you are subservient to the crown, wouldn't you think it would be in his best interest not to do something like that? Not to brief a story like that? You don't think that a story like that caused him stress? Like, seriously. That's why I think Calchilla did it. Because Calchilla don't care about Corrupt Chud. She pissed off at Harry. But I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys think Wank did it. And I can see why you would think Wank did it. You know. But I just don't think Wank really knows the details of that meeting. I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat. All right. I'm going to read some of the stuff. I'm going to read some of you guys' comments, I should say. Some of the stuff. Let's see. All right. Compton Cali says California also has the 4th highest GDP in the world. Exactly. Right. It's like United Kingdom, you guys is not that important. I'm just playing. My UK squaddies, I love you guys. UK squaddies, if there's any in the chat or any listening, what you think about Trump? Y'all did all of that pump and circumstance for Trump. And he trashed y'all at the United Nations Summit. So Mrs. Sussex says Princess Anne is fallen most of the time. She's out now. Oh, is she out now? I mean, Princess Anne, she called William out now. She did. She called William out. They tried to claim that it wasn't her that said that, but no, she said it. She said it. She basically said William was lazy. Yep. Compton Cali says Workshop Willie and Duchess Doolittle don't want to work. They'd rather be on vacation. They just don't want to work. I was on a panel on a TikTok live, and I had mentioned that I really honestly feel that when Prince William becomes king, I think he just wants the monarchy just in the UK. I don't think he cares about Canada, Australia. It's obvious he doesn't care about the Commonwealth countries. I really honestly think that he wants to just streamline it in the UK only. That's it. That's what I feel. He doesn't care about the Commonwealth, none of that. He just wants to be popular in the UK, and he can do a couple of engagements. He'll go ahead and continue to have meetings, but state dinners, like the state dinner that they recently did with Trump, when Wayne becomes king, he ain't doing that shit. Trust me, Prince William is not doing no state dinners for no heads of state. He's girl, no. I don't see it. Their haters are their biggest fans. It's true. Right. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he did. Mrs. Clutch says, didn't he bring one of his boys with him to see Kate? No, he didn't bring one of his children to see Kate, but he definitely brought one of his boys to see Kate, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, Dan Wooten did say that they briefed. I mean, he did say it. He said it with his whole chest. My man, how the mighty have fallen when it comes to Dan Wooten. I mean, he is a hot mess. His whole career is based off slagging Meghan Sussex. His whole, that's basically his whole career. His YouTube channel, that's all he does. I think that shit is funny as hell to me. It's like, dude, do you realize how far you've fallen? Like, ooh, pathetic. She said she would help Charles, but William needs to step up. Is that what Princess Anne said, Robin? Princess Anne is old. I know she's tired. I don't understand why they don't. Well, I mean, they working the dog mess out of Surly Sophie, and she gonna get tired of that. Not unless she just likes doing it. Okay, so Lizzie Ann says they all have to be careful because William will be in charge of the purse, and they have to follow, or they will risk not getting anything. I mean, I believe one of the main reasons why Prince Harry no longer wanted to be a working royal is because he did not want to be underneath the control of William when William becomes king. And at the end of the day, Prince Harry isn't getting any money from William anyway. Did Prince Andrew get any money from King Charles when Queen Elizabeth died? No. Did Princess Anne get any money from King Charles when Queen Elizabeth died? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All that stuff goes from heir to heir to heir. So. All right. So anyway, just a quick recap before I end this live podcast. October 9th and October 10th, save those dates, guys. Our faves, they're going to be in New York City. Okay, World Mental Health Day. Our faves, they will be getting the Humanitarians of the Year award for their advocacy and support and their initiatives in regards to the Archewell Foundation and the Parents Network. And the next day, on October 10th, they will be, I believe, hosting a panel on World Mental Health Day, where there will be discussions. And so that will be awesome. It'll be awesome to see what dignitaries are there. And I believe that they will be co-hosting World Mental Health Day with Carson Daly. So awesome. And Prince Harry, Archewell Foundation, they have found other ways to support children and families in South Africa who have been affected by HIV/AIDS. They have partnered with UNAIDS, and they have partnered with Charleize Theron's nonprofit organization, the Africa Outreach Project. So that is awesome. That is awesome to see. Prince Harry vowed, he said that, after the Sintabali fiasco, that he would find alternative ways to help children and families that have been affected by AIDS and HIV in South Africa. And he has definitely found a way to do it. I believe this is the first step. I believe that there's more to come. I believe there's a lot more to come when it comes to that. Confessions of a Female Founder, nominated for a Signal Award in the category of business and culture. So I believe if you go to the Signal Awards website, there's a link and you can vote. And just a reminder that Archetypes won a People's Choice Award. And like I said earlier in the podcast, I miss Archetypes. I do. What else did we talk about? Oh, Prince Harry. You know, he made a statement. He responded, I should say, to the article that the Sun wrote in regards to the meeting between him and his daddy. The Sun wrote this story basically saying that Prince Harry was disappointed. He felt like the meeting was basically, you know, like I guess a business meeting. I'm not too sure if the verbiage is right on that. And then, you know, they disclosed that there were gifts changed and there was a picture exchange, this, that, and the other. And Prince Harry, via his spokesperson, responded to that article. So, you know, Prince Harry feels that the press is trying to sabotage his reconciliation with his father. Like I said, I feel like Prince Harry did not need to respond to that article, but at the end of the day, Prince Harry gonna do what Prince Harry gonna do. Okay, Prince Harry is like his mother. He gonna respond to what he feels is important for him to respond to, and I love him for it. At the end of the day, I love him for it, and I love the fact that Prince Harry and Meghan can respond to whatever articles that they want to respond to. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this live podcast. Again, I am your host, Special K Thoughts. We will try to do more of these live podcasts. If you're not a subscriber and if you want to be a subscriber to Meghan, Duchess of Advocacy World podcast channel here on YouTube, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Go ahead. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up button. You can follow Meghan, Duchess of Advocacy on our X page. You can follow us here on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram page is Lively and Well. You can follow us on Spoutable. And you can follow us on Blue Sky. Special K Thoughts. I have a TikTok page and you can follow me there as well. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and end this live podcast. But before we go, we're going to go ahead and say our rebel yell. Are you guys ready to do the rebel yell? Oh, I see you guys are talking about the story about Tom Sykes. Tom Sykes, that is a weird looking dude. Oh, that guy is weird looking. But yeah, I forgot about that. He wrote the story saying that Prince Harry had enrolled Prince Archie into Eton College. See how road reporters lie? They just lie. They just pull stories out the ass. Just lying. Like Megan Sussex said, they create stories. They just create stories. They invent shit. And we all knew that wasn't true. They're coming out saying that Prince Harry wants to come back into the fold, that he wants to come back as a working royal. I didn't even talk about that. And that is the name of this podcast. Prince Harry don't want to come back. Okay, before we say the rebel yell, how many times has Prince Harry said it? He has said it over and over and over and over again that he does not want to come back as a working royal. He said nope. When he was on Anderson Cooper, when he did the interview with Anderson Cooper, Anderson Cooper asked him, would you ever come back as a working royal? Prince Harry said no. He said nope. Prince Harry is out there in California surfing. Okay, Prince Harry is getting humanitarian awards. Prince Harry is donating money to charities. He is his own entity. Why in the hell would he come back to Shutter Island and be controlled by Prince William? That makes absolutely no sense. Those stories are coming out because they want him back. When Prince Harry was in the UK, it was nostalgia for them. They're like, oh my God, a working royal. That's a working royal. Oh my God, we miss him so much. He is a real working royal. We don't get to see that anymore. Prince Harry ain't coming back. He's not. The monarchy is going to slowly burn out. It's going to be a slow, tragic burn. It's going to self-destruct. Okay? And I believe the way it's going to self-destruct, when some either royal reporter or some reporter finally has the balls to expose Princess Wiglet's lie about having cancer. I don't think they'll be able to recover from that. I don't. But Prince Harry ain't coming back. He's not. He's not. He wants to come back to the UK. Yeah, that's his home country. Of course he wants to come back to the UK. The boy is British. Okay? Of course he wants to come back to the UK. Of course he wants to bring his children to the UK. But he does not want to be a working royal. He doesn't. Cope. All right, guys. So now we are going to end this live podcast. Are you guys ready for the Rebel Yell? Are you ready to do the Rebel Yell? But before we do it, don't forget to hydrate, feed the chickens, and no bad energy, okay? No bad energy. Let's enjoy our faves, okay? Let's enjoy our faves. They're doing big things and they're getting rewarded for the work that they're doing. Show up and do good. All right, ready for the yell? Ready for the Rebel Yell? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Continue to wear the SS on your chest because you know, Success Squad, Squaddies, we are the best. We are better than the rest. Okay? All right, guys. I'm Special K Thoughts, and I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your night. All right.